All right, peace, family. Welcome back to the channel. I want to go over democracy because I keep hearing Europeans with this same talking point that they somehow invented democracy. So let's just jump into it. Throughout the centuries, all members of the Phoenician society had a say in the governing of his or her city and the trading partnerships conducted by the city. The original decision to govern with equal representation was decided around 3200 BC in Byblos, Lebanon, the main trading and governing capital. An assembly of all people gathered, and they selected a circle of council members, most probably from leading families in the city. The council members in turn chose one of their own to be the leader of the group, similar to how mayors are chosen in some cities around the world. The governing model was in existence centuries before Greece or Rome came to power. So these people was electing officials in a manner that existed before Greece or Rome even existed, or came to power, as they say. All cities in the Phoenician trading empire chose their leadership in the same manner. Each city had a leader responsible for government administration, trade relations, and eventually even religious traditions. Wherever the main Phoenician capital was located, the designated leader of the capital would serve as the head of the Phoenician leadership group, comprised of the leaders from all of the from all of the territories. Outsiders would never fully comprehend the democratic government model of the Phoenicians, and this worked perfectly fine with the Phoenicians. It wasn't that they were deceiving people, but they were into privacy, which was a seventh Phoenician principle. Imagine what would have transpired had they attracted attention to the degree of their wealth. Any leader with an army who lusted after their wealth would attack and destroy them. To protect the people, the Phoenicians did not discuss their private business or public affairs with others. The practice is still fairly common in the person writing this in their own family, where she's saying that they was of Lebanese descent. The Phoenicians did not follow the tradition of other cultures by appointing the successor to the king from the same family like they do in England, Spain, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and other countries. The king was chosen from the council, whose members was approved by the people. A Phoenician king could easily be removed from office if he did not perform his responsibilities. And remember, women were equal partners in business, and they were in leadership position in civic and community affairs. But women were rarely on the throne in the ancient times, and the Phoenicians didn't do it because they didn't want to draw attention. So I just wanted to show you the origin of voting. But it says in ancient Greece, only citizens could vote. Children and slaves were not considered citizens, so they could not vote. So that's children and slaves couldn't vote. And in old times, they believed all Greek men, rich and poor, had the right to vote. But women were citizens, but without political rights, so they could not vote. So the only people who could vote in Greece was the so-called white man. So when he came to the United States, he kept that same system where it's only the white man could vote. So the true form of democracy comes from Afro-Asiatic people, the Phoenicians. This system spread throughout North Africa, and I'm sure that the people who became the Moors had this same style. So this style of government called a democracy doesn't even come about in Europe. It's a Afro-Asiatic, it's a black people thing. So never forget that our people are the founding fathers of all civilization and all forms of government, and these people are basically riding our coattails. Peace.